active rest, feet wide, knees together, and rest your hands on your lower belly, please. And as you inhale, notice your chest rising slightly with your breath in. And as you exhale, feel how your belly drops. Just notice how that happens automatically. As you inhale, notice your heart lifting slightly. And as you exhale, notice your belly dropping. This is called seesaw breath. Do 2 more cycles of seesaw breath. And continue to focus on that breath as you take a little bit of movement. So your hands still resting on your belly, just to feel the feeling of the exhale and the drop of the belly. So inhale, noticing your chest, and then on your exhale, noticing your belly, but also turning your head to one side. And let that take a little bit of time. So there's really no rush at all. And your inhale is centering your head. And your exhale is turning your head to side 2. Super, super, super simple. Inhale, noticing the chest rise. Exhale, noticing your belly, and combining that breath meditation with some easy movement. So several different tools available to help you turn inwards and move into a little more relaxed state of mindset. Do 1 more pass each side. And then bring your hands down by your side and just make a little fist, a real soft fist with your hand, and slowly, slowly circle your wrist so that you really go all the way around. There might be a spot that feels a little tight or weird. Try not to miss moving into that. Go the other way. And bring your hands to your shoulders and circle your shoulders by rolling your elbows up and around towards your face. And if you're really good at multitasking, you're still noticing the seesaw breath. Go the other direction. Nice big circles. Release your hands down by your sides and reach your arms straight up to the ceiling. So your hands are right over your shoulders. It's one long line. As you inhale, pull your shoulder blades off of the floor. As you exhale, draw your shoulder blades towards the floor. As you inhale, keeping your arms totally straight. And as you exhale, pull back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, notice your chest. Exhale, notice your belly. Inhale. Exhale. You can work with your eyes closed if you feel confident in what you're doing. Feel free to work with your eyes closed as much as you can today. Okay, we're going to change the pattern a little bit. So the inhale is still the same, shoulder blades come up. The exhale, turn your palms now to face the ceiling. So flex your fingers toward your face. The exhale, pull down and squeeze your elbows into the mat. So shoulder blades and elbows. Inhale, keep your hands flexed, just it'll be easier. Shoulder blades off of the mat. Exhale, bend your elbows, draw your bottom shoulder blades together. Think more middle back engagement. Inhale and exhale. So you're practicing the mechanics of Chaturanga Dandasana. But without having to bear any weight in your arms. Now, if you want a little bit more work, you could grab your blocks, hold them in your hands, and do the same thing. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale, shoulder blades off. Exhale, elbows down, shoulder blades in. And it's not going to be super intense on the end part in this position, but you get the idea. Inhale to reach. Keep them separated. Keep them shoulder distance apart. Don't let them touch. That's it. Pulling in and reaching up. Pulling in and reaching up. Now hold your shoulder blades off of the mat with your hands or your hands with blocks. Inhale, reach your blocks all the way back. Exhale, bring your blocks up and down, turn your head to one side. Inhale, reach the blocks, lift your shoulder blades off of the earth as you do this. Head straight, arms back. Exhale, blocks all the way down, turn your head to the other side. Inhale, lift your blocks or your hands, shoulder blades off of the mat, head is straight, arms go overhead. Exhale, bring your blocks all the way down. Inhale, shoulder blades lift, head straight, reach back, and exhale all the way down. So I'm going to be quiet. You can do a few more rounds on your own. Listen to your breath. Notice your breath. One more each side. Great. Now hold the blocks overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, touch the blocks behind you, like kind of right by where your ears are or so. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Extend. Great. Squeeze into your elbows as you bring the blocks up. They'll give you a little more tone. Shoulders relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Move the blocks out of your way. That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, I guess if you want a little more work with the block, you could hold one block. If you want, just gives your arms a little bit more engagement. Inhale your arms overhead, holding a block, and then exhale, bring the block towards your knees. Inhale back. Exhale, rolling up, trying to touch your knees with the block. You don't have to use the block. You could just use your hands. You could just use your hands. That's it. Exhale. Now, full range of motion, or if you want a little more, hold it up and pulse, 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 pulse. Good. Really small, navel to spine. Pulse, 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 pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your block behind your head so that the edge of the block is right on your knobby skull bones. The edge of the block is right on your knobby skull bones. And slowly, slowly roll your head slowly side to side, massaging what usually is kind of a tender little area in there. It's a nice little massage. You might notice that one side is more tender than the other. You could hang out and just rock very slowly right on that tender spot. And then go back to doing just a few more easy rolls. Great. Come to the center. Bring your hands to your low belly and take 4 to 5 seesaw breaths. Inhale, heart. Exhale, notice your belly dropping. Give yourself a momentary pause. Good. If you notice that your breath is starting to get a little longer without you having to try it to get longer, that's good. That's a good sign. So bring your head off of the block. Bring your block the medium way. So not too wide, not too skinny between your legs. The medium way. And we're doing this in 4 parts with the breath. Inhale, arms reaching. Exhale, hips lifting. Inhale, hips lowering. Exhale, arms lowering. Inhale, arms. Exhale, hips lift. Inhale, hips lower. Exhale, arms lower. So when we keep the arms overhead on the lower, inhale, arms only. Exhale, hip lift. Keep your arms where they are so that when you inhale down, you get a little bigger stretch in your upper back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hips lift. And as you lower your hips, inhale, reach your butt forward. That'll give you a little more length in the spine, then lower your arms. That's simple. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lift your hips. Keep your arms reaching. Inhale, lower your hips. Exhale, lower your arms. Continue this. 3 more cycles. And you can come back to using your breath, noticing your breath at the heart as you inhale, belly as you exhale, heart as you inhale, belly as you exhale. 1 more. Pause at the bottom. Let your hands rest comfortably on the floor. Now a little more tempo. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Don't even think about coming up that high. Just lift and lower and lift and lower and lift. So toning the buttocks, toning the hamstrings, and get into the calves in a moment. Really good therapy for the knee. The knees, actually. That's it. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Exhale. Exhale. So you're not even really paying attention to the inhale. Lift and lower. If you'd like to work a little more challenge into this, keep the pace, lift and lower, add the heels, add the heels, add the heels lifting and lowering. Skip it if you need to. Skip it if you need to. All right, hold your hips up now. Pause. Just your heels, slowly lift, slowly lower. Just your heels. Go a little slower now. Squeeze into the block. That's it. Squeeze into the block. Squeeze into the block. Lift and lower. Just heels. Just heels. Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your heels. Keep the block. Keep the block. Feel your 2 feet steady on the earth. If you want to dial up 1 notch, press your hands down. Reach your right leg forward. For 8. For 4. Lower your right foot. Feel the pose with both of the feet on the floor. Roll your shoulders open, hug your block in, and then if you want to, reach your left leg for 8, 4, and lower it. Exhale, lower everything down. Move the block so that you can reach for it in a moment, but you don't need it right this second. Exhale, draw your left knee into your chest, Apanasana. If this is relatively easy for you, you might extend your right leg straight down the mat. Slowly roll your left ankle now. Spread your toes. Go the other way. Inhale, reach your left leg to the sky. Point your toes. Exhale, flex your foot and bend your knee. Inhale, point, reach. Now, if this is too hard on your hamstring, consider keeping your right knee bent, and that'll make it a little more accessible. Inhale, point, reach. The straighter you can make your leg by squeezing your inner knee, the inside of your knee. If you can start to really squeeze and hug into that side of the knee, it'll help you a little bit get straighter. 2 and 1. Hold the stretch, pull your toes back, spread your toes, and then draw the front of your shoulders down so you feel some light engagement in your upper back. Nothing crazy, nothing big, but just some little bit of engagement in your upper back. You want to feel like your foot is moving in the direction of your left eye and that your outer left hip is pulling down and forward. You'll feel your low back get a little closer to the earth when you do that second piece. Now point your toes, turn your toes to the right, and drop your right knee in just to the left a little bit. If your leg is long, don't worry about it. You can turn your thigh in. And you're still reaching your foot towards your face, but you're also reaching your left hip away from your face. There's a little, almost like a little screwing in feeling that happens when you drop that hip forward. That's it. Now in this weird position, flex and point your foot a few times. In this weird side position, you're sort of rolling towards the outside of your foot. Flex and point. And do you get a better stretch by flexing your foot in this position or by pointing your foot in this position? Great. Come back to what feels like center. Keep your right knee where it is. Draw your left knee to your left armpit. Now let your right knee drop out. Unless your leg is long, then just let your leg be long. But if your knee is bent, let it drop to the right. And then press your outer left hip as close to the earth as you can. Now, it's not technically going to touch the earth, but reach it towards the earth and just see that gives you a little deeper access to your hip. Take a breath here. Option A is what you're doing. Option B, reach your left arm to the inside of your left leg and just create a little sling for yourself. Come back down on your back. So now you're getting a little more shoulder opening. And turn your head to the right. Turn your head away from the leg so you can really breathe into the left side of your neck, your collarbone, all of that. Lengthening from your left earlobe all the way to your left shoulder. Come back to seesaw breath. Inhale, noticing your heart. Exhale, noticing the drop of your belly. Come back through center. Swing your hips to the right and drop your knees to the left. Easy twist. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Really lengthen up and then turn your thumb away from your face. Reach all the way back out to the right. Go a little longer than you might normally. Reach from your shoulder blade all the way through your ring and middle finger. Roll your head slowly side to side. Roll your head slowly side to side. And after a few passes, find a sweet spot to settle in. Two more breaths. Turn your head center, come back through center. Scoot your butt down. Walk your left leg over to the left and bring your right leg on top of your left leg. Turn your upper body to the left like you're making a banana shape, and then reach your right arm up overhead. Turn your head back to the left. Take about 6 or 7 easy rounds of breath. Inhale, heart. Exhale, belly. Let your right shoulder blade be as heavy as it can be. Take one more breath cycle here. You'll lower your right arm and turn your head through center. Nice and easy. Then you'll uncross your legs, bend your knees and come back into center. Great. Hug your right knee into your chest. Slowly roll your right ankle. Spread your toes. And if you want to extend your left leg long, cool. If it feels like it's too much, keep your knee bent. Go the other way. And holding the back of your right thigh, moving hamstring. Inhale, reach, make your leg long. Excellent. Exhale, flex and bend. Point and reach. Flex and bend. Squeeze your inner right knee as you straighten the leg. We're going to hold the legs straight. Flex your foot, spread your toes. Find the idea of your leg coming towards you. Find that idea first. And then the second idea is root your outer right hip down and almost forward, but for sure down. See if that gives you a sense of kind of grounding into the earth more clearly. Roll the front of your the front of your shoulders back. So a little mild engagement of the lower shoulder blades behind you. Now, if your knee is bent, let it tip into the right. Take your right leg, point your foot over to the left. You're still drawing your leg towards your face or your foot, your whole leg. But if you think of the foot to the face, that helps get that idea. And then you're rolling your outer right hip forward and down. So you're trying to keep it rooted. And then you can play with flex, flex and point in this position. Wow. And once you kind of feel what feels a little bit more interesting, not harder, not more painful, but more interesting, hold and make sure that you're breathing. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Come back through center. Draw your right knee towards your right armpit. Let your left knee drop open unless your leg is long. Option A is to sort of hold both hands, bringing your leg out to the side. Option B is to take a sling and hold this variation of half happy baby. Turn your head to the left so that your right side of your neck and shoulder can start to release a little bit. Notice your breath. Inhale, heart. Exhale, belly drops. Some of these postural chest muscles around the armpit take a minute or so to really start to let go. Take one more breath here. And come back through center. Bring your hips a little to your left. Take an easy twist to the right. Good. Reach your left arm to the sky. Really lift, 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 lift. And then turn your palm backward to rotate the arm internally. Place your hand down, reaching from your left shoulder blade through to your fingertips, and then roll your head slowly back and forth. And it might be that you're noticing that it's always one side that's tighter or might feel different in this position. Once you find your sweet spot, settle into the twist for about 4 to 6 breaths. Coming back to the breath meditation of inhale, heart, exhale, belly. Exhale your way back into center position. Good. Swing both legs over to the right corner of your mat, and then take your left ankle on top of your right. Inchworm your upper body a little bit to the right so you've got a nice C shape happening. Bring your left arm up and turn your head to the right. I'm placing my hand on my low belly. I just did that by accident because of seesaw breath, but it's kind of a nice thing to do in this position to keep you rooted to that meditative inhale, heart, exhale, low belly. You're here for about 6 breaths or so, depending on how long your breath is. Really allowing your left shoulder blade to feel totally relaxed and off duty. Your neck, your jaw. Lower your arm, come back through center. Reach both legs wide into resting position. Close your eyes. Seesaw breath in through your heart. Exhale, low belly.